This is OpenClaw and this is DFlash. When DFlash meets OpenClaw, sparks fly and fireworks are expected. In this video, we are going to connect OpenClaw with this DFlash. DFlash is a speculative decoding engine we have been covering on this channel for the past few days. We have covered it from every angle possible. And so is the case with this OpenClaw, which is an open source AI agentic platform that runs a persistent local gateway where you can talk to it through various channels like Telegram or Discord. And it handles tool calling, agentic sessions, plugin management, and it works with any OpenAI compatible endpoint. And that is where we are going to connect it with DFlash. Now, when DFlash meets OpenClaw, your local AI agent stops being slow. Every tool call, every reasoning step, every response, running through speculative decoding at full speed, fully private, no API bill. So here is the plan for this video. We are going to install this OpenClaw fresh. We will also install DFlash first from scratch, and then we are going to point OpenClaw at the DFlash server and then run real agentic task through it so that you can see tool calling working at speculative decoding speed. And yes, previously DFlash was just an inference framework, but now it also supports tool calling and it is really progressing well. And now let's get right into the installation. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. I have this GPU card NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I'm going to git clone the repo of DFlash and shouldn't take too long. And if you're looking to rent a GPU on very good price, you can find the link to Mass Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. Let's go back. It is almost done. It's a big repo and it is increasing, which is very interesting. A lot of things are being put into it, as you can see. And it is done. Next up, I'm going to create a virtual environment with Conda and install all the prerequisites for DFlash. This is going to take a couple of minutes. And if you're wondering what this DFlash thing is or what exactly is speculative decoding, I would highly request you to just go and watch any of these videos around DFlash very quickly. Just to simplify this, speculative decoding is a technique where a small fast model guesses several tokens ahead and a big model verifies them all in one pass. So you get multiple tokens for the price of one verification step. DFlash takes this further by using block diffusion. So instead of the small model guessing token one by one sequentially, it proposes an entire block of tokens at the same time in a single forward pass using the big model's own internal hidden states as context. So the result is higher acceptance rates and a much bigger speed up, around 2 to 3 times faster than standard autoregressive inference on the same hardware. I know that I won't be able to do justice with DFlash in this very short spiel. That is why please watch these videos. I'm sure you are going to appreciate how cool this new technology is. Far from perfect, but very promising. Okay, meanwhile this is done. Next we need to build this DFlash. And again, this is going to take a bit of our time. DFlash is built. Now let's download the models. And this is going to download both of these to our local system. And both the models are now downloaded. Next up, we need to serve the server, and the command for that is this in front of you. So this command starts a DFlash OpenAI compatible server, which we will integrate with OpenClaw. The three environment variables at the top configure the KV cache. So TQ3_0 is turbo quant 3-bit quantization for both keys and values, which compresses the KV cache dramatically. So a 65,000 token context fits in VRAM. And prefill U batch of 8 keeps memory usage stable. During prefill, the server flags then set the model file and the maximum context to 65k tokens. The DD tree speculation budget to 8, which is a safe setting for long context. the flash attention sliding window to 32K and one prefix cache slot, which allows the server to cache prompt prefixes across requests for faster repeated queries. Port 8080 is where OpenClaw will connect. Let's serve this. And there you go, the server is started and now being served at our localhost at port 8080. As you can see, both the models are now loaded and ready to serve. I will let this terminal running. I will open another terminal and we will install OpenClaw. And before that, let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption. So just over 20 gig of VRAM for the models. As you can see, let's now install OpenClaw, which is again the single one liner. We already have done it a lot of times. And if you don't know what OpenClaw is and you want to learn more detail, just watch this first video. Okay, so let's wait for it to go through all the defaults. And OpenClaw is installed. Let's quickly configure it. I'm just going to go with quick start, and from here I'm going to go with custom provider, and for base URL just let's give it this. This is where our DFlash is running, by the way. And then you can simply I don't really need any API key, so I'm just going to press enter and then simply select OpenAI compatible. For model ID, let's go with Luce DFlash, which we specified. And you can see that the verification is successful. And now let's press enter. And for the rest of the lot, I'm just going to skip everything else. So again, skip. And I will say no to all of these. Again, press spacebar and enter. And this is skipped. The gateway service is installed and being restarted. And this is what connects your channel with your core OpenClaw. And our OpenClaw is installed and also integrated with our DFlash. So you can just launch your terminal user interface. And there you go, you can see that now it is connected to our custom local host with Luce DFlash at port 8080. And you can just ask it anything which you like. So I'm just going to say hello. And you can also check the logs of this DFlash where it is giving us 200 errors, 200 message, which means that the call is successful. So the advantage here is in terms of speed, as we have been mentioning in all of these videos. So before today, if you wanted to run like 27 billion model with speculative decoding, it was not possible. But with DFlash, now it is possible to run these models with this acceleration as your agentic backend. I think this is a meaningful capability jump for this local AI workflows. So DFlash started as a raw inference benchmark, then got a server, and now it has got tool calling. And you can not only integrate it with OpenClaw, but with Hermes agent and codecs and whatever harnesses are out there. And by the way, we also have received the response back, as you can see here, which looks pretty good. That's it. Let me know what you think about it. Again, if you want to support the channel, please become a member and follow me on X. I will be doing another video where we will be going into the detail of how exactly it is working with TurboQuant. So stay tuned. Thank you for all the support.